So, hi guys. Last video did really well. Thanks for all the support and comments. I made a Kara account, so it's there. It has like one picture on it. So anyway, this video is more about like, how do you make a comic book? I've always been wondering this for like a really long time now, and every time I go to look up how to make a comic book, it's always these people on the internet with these like little rinky-dink comic books that are like stick figures and everything. Like, no, I don't want stick figures. I want war. I want battle. I want fire. I want to go berserk. So like, how do I turn that idea into a comic book? You know what I mean? Well, it's quite simple. You need 5 more people. It can't be done with just yourself. If you really want to go into a lot of detail in your comic, you need to hire like your siblings, your friends and everything to try to make that become a reality. So if you don't have that, then well, I guess you gotta like just make the page smaller. And then, well, now that you have your small, tinier version of the same page that you were gonna make, how do you like write your comic book? How do you like write a really good story? Well, I looked that up too. And of a lot of people who are like big into writing are all like, oh, you gotta have internal conflict, you gotta have theme, you gotta have the hero structure, you gotta have the climax, the rising action. Like, no, you don't need any of that. Like, what's Sonic's internal conflict? What's Mario's internal conflict? There is none. And yet people love them as characters. Like, a little bit too much, but people love them. So how can I make characters in a story like that in my comic book? Well, it's quite simple. What links Sonic and Mario together is their rage. Okay? They're angry all the time. God damn it, my princess is in another castle. I hate Dr. Eggman. That's why they're such great characters, is because they're angry all the time. It's just like Master Chief, he's mad at the Covenant. The Doomslayer's mad at demons. Batman is mad because his parents are gone. James Sunderland is mad because he doesn't know where his wife is. Now, your characters don't have to be mad, like angry. They can be mad and like show anger in other ways, like, you know, be a little bit annoyed, be upset, maybe even be a little bit depressed. But as long as your characters are mad about something has to be wrong with your character in order for them to progress through the story. Your characters need to link themselves to the world. They have to be angry at the world for some reason, which is where your villain comes in. Your villain needs to represent the world in some way, shape, or form. Your villain needs to represent what's wrong with your character. For example, Mario is mad because the princess is in another castle. Well, why is she in another castle? Well, because Bowser put her there! And so Mario goes out and beats Bowser's ass. And that's why everybody loves Mario. So to recap, in order to make your own comic by yourself, you gotta make it a little bit smaller. I suggest bite-sized chapters where like they're like 6 to 15 pages long, and like make your chapters have like really cool titles like The Cathedral of Chaos, and then like I don't know, The Desecrated Temple of Absolute Destruction, or like The Dungeon of Hatred. You know, you gotta have like cool titles like that so that, you know, people can really, you know, get into your comic book. And to write your story, your characters gotta be upset about something. Something's gotta be a problem, and they need to go solve it. Whether that takes them one issue of your comic, or maybe a couple issues of your comic. It doesn't matter how long it takes, just as long as you actually finish the comic. I suggest, for your first chapter or something, definitely make like a rough draft first, before you do anything. Make a rough draft of your comic. It doesn't have to be a script. Just a rough draft. Understand where you're going to put your panels and everything. Understand where you're going to put all your characters. Make a rough draft before you do a full-on finalized version. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching this video. I hope it helped, kind of. Maybe it's a bit chaotic, but yeah, I hope it helped. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye.